morning, it's 6 o'clock.
Welcome to Day
Overnight.
Yes, police and bail. Say your reaction to what happened in the small hours. Apart from drawing attention to your cause, and a lot of people...
Still to come on Daybreak.
...common in women. Here's Paula Wynn's story.
Yeah,
we don't
I was
know.
going to say the same
they
thing.
don't say. In a population of 10,500, on the face of it, the results are quite scary because...
...says you're more likely to... or you might die of cancer or...
Take away the... look at the confounding factors, things like...
People are going to be very worried.
They are terribly distressing and everything...
Well, still to come this morning.
...the way you voted for them and now...
Of course, Steve caught up with the head of their first big show. But no. Anyway, let's get the weather from Lucy. First, here's Lucy with the news. Graph, there you go, those two Oscar winners talking very movingly. So we'll talk with Dr. Hillary about that a bit later on. Jackie, what have you...
Work. So, you know, I think it's interesting and perhaps with era of building new towns.
Different architecture, maybe. That might be welcome, mightn't it?
Disturbing story in the Telegraph.
And, you know, let's hope something happens about that.
And this one, if we got quickly squeeze it in, Wells fails, though.
Lovely together, as they do.
And of course it makes you think, you might be... my kids still love this Fox and Hound. Do you remember the film Fox and Hound? Where the hound befriends... I think, there you go.
And let's stay with the...
We can't afford to do the commute. But in fact, what do you say to some of the people? Life more difficult than it needs to be.
First, though, your chance to win...
Hello there, nicest... Be trained in spotting the signs of dyslexia.
We'd also like you to drop any good toughest rowing race.
He's just completed the Atlantic Challenge.
And his bottom as well, because you get looking at the sky in about a minute.
So why did you do it?
She was fantastic. She was up for an Oscar.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks very much, Steve, for coming in.
Thanks.
Well,
It's been mild weather in January, resulted in all that after has killed off the tender.
hello, good morning, it's 7 o'clock.
Centralised information service. We need to
Catching them and convicting them mean...
come back to my house. And there's a lot more that we could... forensic testing.
Turns out, in fact, actually, he'd been released early from a previous sentence for burglary. And Fiona Phillips, who we all know very well on this show, talking very movingly.
Who had a problem? They didn't know what thing. And you spent all your time hiding it, really.
How did you cope in a television studio?
When, thinking back, that's when they can go down the wrong road. So what didn't pursue them because it meant a lot of...
Yes, lovely to see you. Love to hear from more of you too on the...
You must be over 18 and do the news from Lucy.
pills. Now, on the face of it, it really needs to be done on greater numbers of...
Lent. How are we all doing with giving up our vices? Not great in my case.
So how about giving up paying for things we don't actually need to pay for? Not necessarily the case either, I'm afraid.
Outgoing, a devilish, seek money from your account on a regular basis. It's not a scrupulous company, you know, if it went 4 times a year...
It's just ridiculous,
Instead
isn't it? You're scared to question. Morning, the next guest from The In-Betweeners, the movie, that is. Good work, isn't it?
We were staying all in the same hotel and we were on the... But we never thought it would be a...
We're in a little thing called Upstairs Downstairs, the sort of roll...
Well, I think generally now that...
Live in LA with news of who won the Battle of the Oscars after show party and two of the world's biggest stars. Elsewhere there, good morning. It's 8 o'clock.
Yes, welcome to Day.
Steve.
A little bit, yes.
So that's a strange thing about postnatal depression, isn't
I mean,
it?
people would be surprised to see you here this morning.
Haven't they, Brad? Let's just bring in Dr. Hillary. Hillary, people...
After the break, why Daybreak is...
It is 13 minutes past 8, or nearly quarter past, in real terms. We continue our campaign to get rid of...
Nottinghamshire, almost 3,000 of you, by the way.
You can support our campaign and...
We'd also like you to drop any good quality...
Prize package, including £60,000, luxury car, loads of gadgets. Here's Natalie Cassidy. X Factor finalists, that's what we're talking about, ahead of their first big show. I think there may be a bit of artistry could solve your problem. You see, it's an urban jungle out there.
Great.
An urban jungle.
On the show tomorrow, Reese Witherspoon, Meatloaf and a baby gorilla.
Don't miss it. Nadia's here now.